guys, in this special Christmas edition extra credit art movie, me and Mr. Spud are going to show you how to make some awesome stamps out of one of our most basic food groups. So stick with me and have a fantastic Christmas break. Sayonara! Alright, so you can see I've got my potatoes here, and I'm going to start, well, before I did this I cut this into a little bit of a circle, but you'll just want to take a pretty good sized spud and cut it into a couple of different pieces. Now you'll see here I'm flattening out the potato by just using a not too sharp kitchen knife. You can do this entire thing with a paper clip if you want. I made a sketch for this one and poked the design through with a paper clip, but I found that to be pretty difficult, so I ended up just kind of ad-libbing a little bit or making it up as I went along. Now this potato is really juicy, and part of the trick when you're done cutting out your design, the potato cuts super easy. I can even pick parts out and carve into it with just a paper clip. So you don't need any super sharp tools unless you're planning on super detail. Also, if you go through and do white prints first before you carve with your empty stamp, you can stamp on top of the white and it will make a two-color print, or any color, it doesn't have to be white. You can see there I wiped off a lot of moisture on the newspaper and went in, and since it was a little more dry, I could see areas that needed to be cut. I keep wiping that off. You can soak it up with a paper towel. My work area got super dirty, which ended up kind of impeding a lot of my test runs here, which this was one of. So I would recommend making sure you keep your workspace pretty clean. So I had to experiment quite a bit to figure out the best technique. Different websites I looked at said different things. In the end, I found the best way was to paint thick paint on top of the wet potato, making sure there were no glops. The glops kind of ruined it, and I tried for a while like mushing it around in the paint like you would a regular rubber stamp, but the paintbrush, like there I'm doing it, the paintbrush ended up working a lot better, which you'll see on my final print. So, and these are, that one's very uneven because there's that big clump of paint there, so I went ahead and smoothed out that paint. Again, not too much paint. Too much paint is kind of what ruins it. So there we go. I got my last one there on my test run. I got a little bit of the paint from my hand on the paper, so it's probably good to wash your hands periodically as well. So this was my favorite. I went ahead and mixed some different colors, got all three of my stamps clean, and then really worked on getting a nice even distribution, nice thick but even layer of paint over the whole thing. And by thick I don't mean gloppy, I just mean not transparent looking. So I went ahead and used all three of the stamps that I made and ended up with a pretty cool result. So I hope you guys really enjoy this project. It's totally something that you can do with your family. Some of the ideas I found were making your own wrapping paper, and it's a great idea for Christmas cards because once you've carved one stamp, you can make multiple prints in lots of different colors. And it's also cool because this can be used for any season. You can do leaves and acorns for fall, or flowers and little birds for spring. Winter, like I'm doing here, I've got snowflakes, Christmas ornaments, and kind of a tree. But I could have made that more Christmas tree-y, but it looks like an Alaskan Christmas tree, right? So anyways, you guys stay creative, have a wonderful holiday season, and I hope to see you again in a class or a movie soon. Bye-bye.